another magic moment like that on Sunday afternoon when the Raiders and Broncos go head-to-head. This one is just, it's got so many things to look forward to in this match. GIO Stadium is going to be absolutely heaving as well. But interesting, so for the Broncos, no Adam Reynolds. Shibasaki, he's back. The form of Reece Walsh, he did have an injury scare at training yesterday with that calf injury. How do you see the Broncos as they go into this match?
Flying.
Flying.
Absolutely flying. All-out attack. They're going to be tough to beat. When it sticks, they are impossible to stop. But on the other hand, when it doesn't stick, then they put themselves under pressure.
Are the Raiders the team that could rattle them a bit?
Well, they've got to stop Payne. I thought Payne and Pat Carrigan had their best games by far. They sort of took control again. I thought Reece just held his time, and I think he was better for holding back when he did.
Pommy back?
They're very similar teams, I reckon. Like they've got great front rowers, as in Tarpanay's been awesome. Papali, he's under a bit of an injury cloud. They've got dominant halfbacks, Ben Hunt, and then, of course, Fogarty, who really controls everything Canberra do. And they've got all these young, powerful backs, both teams. Like, they're so strong, both sides. They can come up with such brilliant football when they want to.
Who takes on Payne?
Well, Tarpanay's got to. Has to. I think Horsburgh he'll go mad. He'll go wild. It'll be good to see.
Big Red, he'll be fired up.
Yeah, he'll be flying. But I think, you got to stop Payne. He was unstoppable last week. Just offload, just hitting the line, just offloading every time he ran.
Who stops Reece?
Well, if you stop Payne, you do a good job of stopping Reece.
Who do you see winning this one?
Chopped and changed. I'm just going to lean towards Canberra just because it's at home. But this could be the best game we've seen in years. I think it will be the best game we've seen in years. I can't wait for it. It's going to be so good.
They're pretty awesome. Some of the, like you think of Canberra and some of the games they've won. The thing with most young players, you sort of tend, some of them, you know, the longer the game goes, the more they give in, well, they get stronger. Like, they've been the best second-half team by far. They've won so many games at the death, they just don't give up. It's incredible for such a young team.
Can you imagine Ricky Stewart on the sideline Sunday night, Sunday afternoon?
Spitting cobra. Well, here's another advantage. There's another advantage. He'll have them fired up. He knows how to win big games and he knows how to get a narrative going. Well, you've been coached by
Madge was down there a couple of years ago.
You've been coached by Ricky, going into big games. What would he be doing?
Well, at the moment, he's got a course. He's talking about that no one wants us to be there. No one thinks we deserve to be there. So he'll have the players thinking like that. But behind the scenes, they'll be training hard. Like, they'll be building their confidence from what they do Monday to Saturday and recognising that, you know what, let's go out and just have a crack. Let's back ourselves.
We spoke about Canterbury having no threat from dummy half. They're the opposite, Canberra. They've got Starling and then they bring on the young Owen Paddy, who looks to be a future superstar. Fast.
Their bench is good. A lot of balance. They've got that Sasungi, who they played in the centres. That's a real bonus. So he plays back row and centre. And then they've got Mariota, the front rower. He's a beast. And they've got the Pommy back row who ball plays, Smithies.
Smithies,
Yeah, so I love the balance of their bench.
I kind of believe as well, the last time these two sides faced off was back in round 2.
Wow.
That's so long ago.
They won that, Canberra won that.
Canberra won that one, yeah. All right, let's have a look at the teams that didn't make the finals this year and what we predict to see from them next season and whether they will be making the finals in 2026. I'm going to read through them and you can yes or no
That's a yes,
on your little paddles. Okay, Dolphins, do you think they'll make the top 8?
Yep.
All right, Seagulls.
A lot of injuries. Seagulls.
Okay, divided there.
Even with DCE leaving.
Yeah. They might need some new blood.
Eels. All right, both there. Cowboys. Tigers. Rabbitohs. Dragons. Titans. All right, last one. Last one we've got.
I'll give that to you. There you go.
The Knights.
Take that, big boy.
Joey, that was not.
Can we get a photo? Can someone get out their phone and get a photo of that?
All right, let's talk about Seagulls. The two of you were divided on the Seagulls.
I like they've got a change. They haven't had a change for a long time.
Fogarty coming.
The fact that the Trebojeviches, DC has been such a large part of how they play, what they do. You've got Fogarty coming, who's coming off a great season. They've got a couple of young blokes. So not only they've got young Joey Walsh. There's another half coming through, Anthony Large. He's still at school at the moment, but they've got two of the better young halves coming through the system.
I just worry about their depth. which showed this year.
Front rowers.
Front rowers. They've lost a few front rowers this year, but yeah, I just worry about the depth. If they're injury, if they have a good run with injuries, then yeah, they'll be around there. But I worry about their depth.
I read someone's going there. I'll remember in a second.
What about the Parramatta Eels? We've obviously seen their finish to this season. Are they a sure thing?
I wouldn't say sure thing, but they'll be thereabouts. I think they'll be in that clump. There's usually 5 teams fighting it out for 8th, 7th and 8th. I think they'll be in that clump. Once again, injuries. Moses plays most games, they'll be there for sure. They get Jack DeBellin next year. I think he'll be a great buy for them. Rolls doing such a good job. He is... Start of the year, they looked like they weren't going to win a game. They were hopeless early.
I think they could use a big front rower. I think at the moment, they have to work really hard and make a lot of passes to sort of get the other team on the back foot, which brings a lot of risk into play. Like a lot of the other teams just have a couple of big front rowers who can get you going forward, then the dummy half can come out and all of a sudden you can have opportunity. So I think they need to go and chase a front rower. Kobe Hetherington, that's one going to Manly.
Yeah, he is too.
Yeah, but it's also interesting seeing the Eels and how much the team has changed over the course of the season.
Story.
They got Dylan Walker midway through the year as well, and you've got some really exciting young players.
Rolsey moved 10 players from last year.
Yeah.
And we all were scratching our head. The big one was Gutho, but it was a win-win. Gutho went to St George Illawarra and improved them. Then we saw the emergence of young Iongi, who without doubt is an absolute superstar. We're talking about someone who's a couple of years, he'll be pushing some of those fullbacks in Queensland. That's how good he is.
He's a gun.
All right, finally,
Para.
Newcastle.
Well, they got rid of a front rower. They got rid of their back rower.
Well, they didn't get rid of Leo. Leo went to the Bulldogs.
Well,
Kai Pearce-Paul's gone to the Tigers.
I think it's also too early to tell. Who knows what could happen in the off-season?
Yeah.
They're going to be...
Well, the big one is Kalen. I don't know what's going to happen. Everyone keeps saying Kalen's going, which I don't know. I hope he stays. I'd love to see him stay there. But also, Dylan Brown, where's he going to play? Fletcher Sharp. Who's going to be 7? Who's going to be 6 out of those two? So there's a lot of answers needs to be answered.
Yeah.
Questions need to be answered. Answers need to be...
A lot of confusion there.
He's rattled.
Big off-season as well.